Alright, y'all. You remember what album this is from? If you don't, it's from her sophomore project, Roman Reloaded. And we see the single, not an album cover, not a mixtape cover, but the cover for her single, Anaconda, which is, by the way, a terrible fucking song. Like, she took the Sir Mix-a-Lot beat and did what she did to it, which is horrible in a sense. It's just not her. So, far as her official singles for herself, some of them are whack. Pills and Potion is okay. The Chirac record was dope. The Anaconda shit is bullshit. But does she still have to use sex as a selling object? I don't think she does. I think she's an established artist where she should feel comfortable in her own skin to know, like, the music can sell itself. Because just because you put a single out, a cover for it, which makes absolutely no sense to put out a single with a cover. I didn't understand that because it's not going to be in stores and no shit like that. I guess if the video's out or the song is out and that's the image they use if they play it on YouTube and shit like that. But, I guess it's buzzworthy, because when you seen it, you didn't understand, or at least I didn't, what was the song about. Well, I can figure, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't for niggas, it was for the ladies and shit like that. But do I think she needed to use that? Not really. It's a good cover. Don't get it fucked up. Like, I threw that shit on my IG and my Facebook with a little caption and shit like that. She does have an incredible body, which some would say, is it real? Is it fake? That's been, a debate here and there. But do I feel like she still has to do that? Absolutely not. I feel like she got past the Barbie shit. With the first two albums, she got past it. The re-up, we started to really see her come into her own as using her own hair and her own personality, because she's not an ugly girl, woman. But I just think she needs to step away from that clown shit. I've been saying that. I said that in another vid somewhere, if you go back and check, that she needs to find her own zone and step out of that, because that shit doesn't work. Ain't she in her 30s? It's kind of trashy in a sense if you're trying to use it as marketing tools, but you gotta remember you got little girls that looks up to her, so does Nicki Minaj consider herself a role model, influence on women and little girls and things? I would hope so. She said it before. Who's the one buying the album, supporting? If it's not females, it's the gay community, you know what I'm saying? I support based on the label. If she really wasn't rocking with Wayne, I don't think I would support, because we understand her mixtapes are better than her albums, but I still think this is a nice touch for, the guys, that if guys do buy albums, I don't think that, unless you're a lesbian, girls really give a fuck about this shit. This right here is kind of creative, it's artsy in a sense, but it's inside the packaging. I think that's what is a good thing for far as buying the album, to open it up and see this. The packaging is what to me sells most albums, because you wonder, depending on the person, what's inside the album. But I think the cover, got a lot of scrutiny for no personal reason, and she spoke out about it. They did the whole memes where they took a lot of or mimes, whatever you want to call it, they took the picture of her and added shit to it and made fun of it and things like that. But I think it's kind of like weird that they bashed her for it when models, that be on Sports Illustrated and things of that nature are always in thong bikinis and shit like that. And based on their skin color, nobody really says anything. But I guess far as if the approach Nicki said, where the race thing is like, okay, because I'm black, it's a problem. But if you follow her, you understand what she was saying. And I think it was bullshit that they got at her like that, unless she has endorsements and things of that nature. Because, if you have endorsements, it is a reputation that you have to upkeep, far as, being in the public eye and having a good light shown. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, she's a beautiful young woman. But I just think that whole sex symbol shit. We understand you're sexy. You know, you didn't said that over and over. It's in our heads now. We get it. You know, and I just think that she should find a new type of approach far as selling music and, you know, getting views for her videos. Because I bet the video come out, it's going to be popping. Most of her videos are popping. You dig what I'm saying? But I don't think that she needs to do the whole sex symbol shit just to sell a single. That's just my opinion. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Alright, I'm out. That's True Blood in the background. It's not a porn if y'all wondering. And the bitch was dreaming. Like, pretty weird. So don't look at it like I was watching them porn or some shit. That's True Blood. Y'all know how they do on that show. But yeah, man, I really don't think that she needs to use that. I mean, and the song wasn't even that hot. You know, the remix she did with Beyonce was pretty sick. Her verse was dope. Lil' Kim, get the fuck out of here. What was that bullshit? Did y'all hear that shit she said in the little diss? Did I hear my name being spoke, bitch? Nicki Minaj didn't say your name? Get the fuck out of here. Like, this bitch is dying for attention. Whatever happened to that fucking mixtape, whatever she was supposed to put out? Lil' Kim Hardcore, the re-up, or whatever the fuck that bullshit was. 2K14 or some shit like that. Shit never came out. Work on being a mother and stay the fuck out of her way, because you ain't put an album out in how long? You know, I mean, the Queen Bee shit, that shit been over with. Keep it real. I mean, you got Iggy out, Remy back home, you got Nicki popping, and still a lot of other lyrical cats out, females out there that's way more relevant than Lil' Kim. So if Nicki go ahead and ignore, that bitch should go away. Because I think that shit, you starting this shit back up again? That shit is crazy. But yeah, man. And sidebar, Lil' Kim, you look horrible, bitch. Knock it off. You look like one of them motherfucking monkeys from Planet of the Apes and shit. No, but I just think Nicki needs to just, you know, grow up and just find her own niche and just understand she doesn't need to use her body to sell records or singles. Leave that shit for the videos and your packaging. You know what I mean? It was a sexy image for the single cover, but I just think that she don't need to do that no more. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't believe in yourself, like you're insecure, that you feel like people won't like you if you're not putting up this false image of yourself. Because I doubt she's really like that in reality, you know, in the real world. Like, she's not really this sex symbol type person. Neither is Beyonce. Beyonce is this quiet type, you know, laid back type chick, but when she's on stage and performing, she's this Sasha Fierce person. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that Nicki Minaj is really, at the end of that, insecure bitch where she got to do this type of shit to feel good about herself. That's just me, because if you listen to even how she rap, it's always dissing females and she the baddest and I run this and I'm beautiful, I'm sexy and all this shit. Even the records she get on, you know, Flawless and the other records she got a 5-star chick. So I mean, at the end of the day, I just think she's an insecure type female that really need professional help, you know, because at the end of the day, I mean, I don't want to be looking at this shit at 40 years old. Niggas didn't give a fuck when Stacey Dash turned 40 and she was still considered one of the baddest chicks in the game. You know what I'm saying? So long as she find out who she is as a person, that's what I thought the whole revealing of her real hair and natural beauty was. She was really finding out who she was as a person on the inside, and that was going to reflect on her music. But obviously it's not. It's the same fuckery that we've been getting for the longest. And I was a fan of the mixtape Nicki, but I mean, damn, like, who is Onika? That's what I want to know. We know who the fuck Nicki Minaj is, but who is Onika? That's who she should reveal to the world. That's what her next album should be about. You know what I'm saying? The Pink Print, which is a rip from Jay-Z's classic album. So with the pressure alone to name your album that, I mean, it better be some classic material in there. But putting out shit like Pills and Potion, Anaconda, that's not a good way to, you know what I'm saying? I'm just hoping those are just records to just have out for the world, you know, and that's not going to be on your album, because that shit, use it as advertisement. You know what I'm saying? Records like that. Commercial purposes, because that's not the type of shit that I think real fans at this point want to hear. That bullshit. They want to hear who is you as a person, you know. But that's just my thoughts on her cover and her career and her as a person. I could be wrong, but Does she seem like an insecure type female? 1.